What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the interweb? It's me again, and today we're doing something brand new. This is the inaugural episode of going through my backlog. As you see in my pickup videos, I buy a lot of games. However, I don't get around to playing them as quickly as I would like to. So this is a part of a new series. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but it's a brand new series where the main point is just to test out games that I buy and then decide if I want to play it further. And if I'm going to play it further, then of course it's going to the Retroid Pocket. So this is Burnout. It's a legendary title. It needs no introduction. I mean, look at this thing. It's beautiful. It's perfect. But for PlayStation 2, it's kind of one of those iconic games. I've never played this. It feels very definitely early 2000s. Now, I know, like, if I were to be playing this when I was a kid, I wouldn't have not liked this car. This car would have been like, oh my god, it's an ugly mom car. And it still to this day, it's an ugly mom car. Sports coupe, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. I can't tell if this is supposed to be a Supra or not. I think it is. It's hard to tell with like the polygonal style. I can't tell if it's a Supra or a Mitsubishi. This is a family sedan. This is a Dodge Viper. This is a Dodge Ram. Automatic transmission because I'm not putting myself through that. I feel like Interstate's probably the same as the PSP version, which I have played. Same for Harbor. Let's do River City. It's probably going to be pretty interesting. Wow. This is very 2000s, which isn't a bad thing. Ooh. This looks like the one map from Project. Oh my gosh, this plays very weird. Like, it's not that it plays bad. It definitely plays good. It's a very good game from what I'm playing so far, all 8 seconds into this. But it feels very, like, sticky, if that makes sense. Like, very sharp. Like, everything just does what you want it to do. Like, like you don't have to plan for it, if that makes sense. Like, it feels very arcadey, like I don't know how to describe it, but I'm not having to work for this like modern racing games, which obviously that's the point. And then the most recent Burnout that I played is Burnout Paradise on the Switch, and so this definitely feels way different in comparison to all of that. You know what this reminds me of though? Oh my god, it ran a red light, just like real life. Actually, I ran the red light. I'm the bad driver. It just goes to show you, don't game and drive, you will wreck. Which is actually kind of interesting too, because I don't know if you know this, but the Teslas and a lot of the modern cars, like the Lucid and Mira, you can actually play games in it. You can play games in all cars now, actually, thanks to Android Auto, which is very strange. It's a very weird experience if you haven't tried it. Well, I got you here. Let's talk about some updates of IRL life. I'm officially leaving Texas. I don't have a date yet. I'm looking for a new place back home, back in Kentucky. I can't do Texas no more. It's weird. But with that means I gotta buy a brand new car because I currently drive a Dodge Challenger, and that Challenger it's not gonna handle rain or snow. And if you've never been to Texas, in West Texas, it doesn't rain or snow. It's actually summer all year, which has its benefits. It has its ups and downs. But I am looking at a Lotus. The specific model you're seeing right now, because I can't think of its name off the top of my head. I've been eyeing that car for so long, and I feel like I don't talk and wreck. 50, $74,000 of damage for hitting a bus. I want to get hit by a bus. That would pay off so much stuff. I gotta afford to go to Disneyland. Mother, see, everybody's distracted driving in this game. What? That's so weird. Why did he do that? I've never seen a car in a game stop for a red light or stop for an intersection. That was the most real world thing I've ever seen in my life. Look, there's cool cars up there. Like, I don't understand why I have to pick this ugly little car when the CPUs all get the cool cars. Oh, I almost turned the wrong direction as if it wasn't my multiple time going through this. Well, would you look at that? We've all crashed. So that was my fault. I will be the first to admit. But I don't care because I was gonna say because I'm first, but I immediately rammed into that. And let me skip this, please. How did he? Okay, he deserved that because how did you hit that knowing you had plenty of time? This race reminds me a lot of that map in Project Gotham Racing. I think it was in Prague. It was that other place, that place that's in Asia but nobody recognizes as Asia. Singapore. It looks a lot like Singapore, and it might be Singapore. I don't know. But it looks a lot like it. We're back in first. I haven't been able to stay in first for very long without wrecking this entire race. We are in the final lap, and I would very much appreciate to win this. That'd be pretty embarrassing to lose a race on easy. But there's just so many cheap wrecks that happen in this, which is actually really fun. I know later on in the Burnout series that they capitalized on that, and it's like whole modes where you just crash. My brothers and I used to play that in, I think it was Burnout Revenge. It was on one of the demo discs, one of the jam packs on PlayStation 2. We would just play the life out of that over and over and over. And honestly, if you've noticed in my pickup videos, I buy a lot of those jam pack discs because they, I didn't want to wreck, but those jam pack discs are just very nostalgic too. I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch this guy eventually. Cause that sucks too, because we were at the end of this, and this little thing, it's not gonna go fast. It's got a little boy engine. I can tell you that right now. There is no big V8 here. It's definitely a 4-cylinder. It's definitely not meant for these conditions. It's weird though playing these older racing games, because all these like non-racing cars, they're all just doing their thing, like robotically, I guess. But then you play like Need for Speed Unbound or anything else, and all the non-playable cars or non-racing cars are genuinely trying to crash you. That's so weird. It just comes to an abrupt stop. I guess head-to-head is 2-player mode, which I don't have the option of playing. Championships not gonna be much different than single race game with time attack. But Watson's, oh, that's all it is. Well, I guess later on I would unlock the other modes if I played it long term. That's interesting. What are in the options? Are there anything cool? Because sometimes with the older PlayStation 2 games, you have some interesting things here. That's actually kind of cool. I can change it into 16:9, but I'm recording this in 4:3, so I don't want to go through that. Okay, I want to try the hard mode. I want to try a different map though. We did River City, which I guess is more or less Singapore. Interstate, that's also in the PSP version. I think that's more or less Dallas, Texas. Let's try Harbor Town. Muscle AT, yep, it's definitely supposed to be a Dodge Viper. It's so weird to think that the Viper is a sports car, but like I guess in this time period they would have been thinking it was a muscle car, but we would definitely not consider it a muscle car in 2025. Whoa, 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 oh, this is fast. Oh wait, actually hold up. I think hard did not necessarily mean the racers were going to be on hard. I think it just meant the controls of the game itself, because this feels like how I was expecting it to feel. This is a very interesting game, or very interesting car to play. And I think this map, I can't tell if it's supposed to be like Eastern California, Colorado, or Nevada. It definitely is giving more Colorado vibes. Dude, this is just so loose and hard to control. I'm surprised I've not wrecked yet. I really am. And when I play this game again in the future, I think it's definitely going to be on easy mode. Oh, he crashed. I almost crashed watching it. Never rubberneck. Oh, motherfucker. As soon as I look at the camera and say never rubberneck, I wreck myself. I was not expecting that. This feels more safe here. I feel more in my element because it's not a bunch of twisty turns. Yeah, this is definitely not no muscle car. This turns way too easy. This game is very like 2004, but like in a good way. And it may have came out in 2004. I actually don't know. Okay, this is not Colorado. This might be Italy actually. The architecture is definitely not American. Or maybe it's nothing and it's just supposed to be more or less a combination of everything. I don't know, but it's definitely giving desert Mediterranean vibes at this point, especially with the way the homes and stuff are designed where we just passed up the business areas. Dude, this game is so hard to control. I mean, granted, it is on hard mode, so that's kind of the whole point, but this is so weird. I don't know how I'm still first. I guess the Viper is just so much more ahead of everything that is just why. I'm gonna be honest with you, at this point the race just feels like it's dragging on. Like if the CPUs were more close to me and I was actually racing and not just going around on my own little circle. I looked at Discord for half a second and wrecked. But if I wasn't going around in just a circle on my own, I mean obviously now I have to catch up because I've wrecked a couple times, but if I wasn't just going around in a circle on my own, this would be so much more fun. But as of right now, this is not feeling fun. I am not having a good time anymore. This is a very long, not enjoyable time. Like, I feel like this map, like this thing is as long as Rhode Island. If I'm not mistaken, Rhode Island is like 35 miles long, 40 miles wide. It's a very small state. It's basically a city, and this map feels exactly like that. But this game feels weird too, like, not weird bad, but it feels like it was meant to be, like, especially the way it controls. It feels like it was meant to be like an actual arcade game in an arcade machine. It doesn't really feel like a PlayStation 2 racer. 'Cause, like, a lot of games, even on PlayStation 1, were way better than this, at least in the way it would feel. Oh my god, dude. That's exactly what I was talking about. It's so hard to turn this thing. Even when you're slowing down and braking, you're just gonna crash. Especially when there's too much like that. This is a very good game. A very good game. Oh my god. Call the fire department, because that was cringe. I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. No, no, no. Oh my god. That was something. That is the game. That is a game. Hard was more challenging, but not more fun, if that makes sense. That was a 7-minute and 26-second race. I get insurance damage here, like almost $500,000, but it doesn't really mean anything, I guess, because it doesn't tell me, like, I can't use that anywhere. It's just kind of exists. Like, if I could unlock more cars or something, sure, but just like that, no. Well, we have given this game the good college try, as some may say. Now, it came out in 2001. Granted, it's an old game. If I had been 28, 27 years old in 2001, one, I would be dead right now because I'd be a very old man. Two, I think I would have enjoyed this game quite a bit, honestly. But when it comes to like replaying it now, like, I'm glad I spent this time with it. But thinking about this now, I don't think I'm gonna come back to it, at least not for a very long time. If I might do like a Burnout retrospective at some point on the channel, or play all of them just to compare or something, maybe. But the way it stands now, like on the back it says hardcore foot to the floor. In my personal preference right now, I'm gonna hardcore box to the floor, and I'm not coming back to this game. I'm not gonna dump it on the Retroid Pocket. The PSP Burnout still remains my favorite one. It still remains untopped, especially by this one. Definitely a really good game, a really important piece in video game history. But oh man, I'm glad I wasn't one of those people that paid $40 for this back in 2001, because I don't think I would have played it that much. I think I would have played it a little bit and been like, oh, this kind of sucks, and gone back to whatever else was out at the time. But with that being said, there was the inaugural episode going through my backlog. This game, I'm not gonna give it a review score obviously, but it's definitely one of those games that I could see myself maybe coming back to at some point. Definitely a good game, but I don't feel the need to continue playing it. I've experienced it. I got my money's worth out of it, which was like $6. But what do you think? Did you play this game way back when it was brand new? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, try not to die, and I'll see you in the next video.